I'm Clayton Nolte, Natural Action Technologies, Natural Action Water. And this is a demonstration of how to install a Natural Action Technologies house unit. This is for a whole house, 35,000 square feet plus. Basically, when you receive this unit, we'll have these parts separate. There's a picture on the back of the instruction sheet that shows you all the parts and how to put them together. So this is the body of the unit, and these are the shark bite connectors with union parts. This is a cutter that has a longer cutting space. This is one that you can buy in pretty much any hardware store. This happened to come from Home Depot. It costs about $12, and it will cut pipe up to 1 1/8 inch in diameter. And these shorter units are primarily for pipe that's against the wall. So you only have so much space in order to spin this around on the pipe in order to make a cut. We're going to show an installation into copper pipe. This copper pipe could also be PEX. This is 3/4 inch in diameter, or the inside diameter is 3/4 inch. And so, in order to install this, you want to measure the overall length of this unit, and it is 19 inches. You want to subtract 2 inches because the shark bite connector is going to snap into the end of the pipe that you have selected. It's going to snap in and push onto the pipe 1 inch. So here we go. Consider that the pipe is cut. We have this space right here and right here. What we're going to do is we are going to measure back on this pipe 1 inch, and we're going to make a mark. Make a mark there, and on this pipe, this end of the pipe, we are going to 1 inch back. We're going to make a mark there. And basically what this is to do is when the shark bite connector gets snapped on, that it goes up to that mark. It shows that the connector is all the way embedded in the pipe. Okay, so I'm just going to cover this right here, and in our demonstration on most these installations, you can see that these are 2 separate pieces. All right, so if this is part of your house and this is part of your house, you don't want to just slip this on without having this in place. So I recommend you slip this over top of the pipe, and then you take the shark bite connector and you place it on the end of the pipe and punch it in. Okay? And then on the same aspect on this side, we take this collar off, again put it on the pipe, and we take this and punch it in. So now, here we have 2 shark bite connectors. You have a shark bite connector here, shark bite connector here. Now all we do is we take the body of the unit, we push the nut back on each side, we place the body of the unit in between the shark bite connectors and the nut, and screw them on. We start both ends like this. One thing before we go any further, the one thing I want you to remember is on the union, in the union is an O-ring, a rubber O-ring, and you want to ensure that this O-ring is present. When you pull it out of the box, you constantly want to make sure that this black O-ring is present into the unit. All right, so we're putting this together on both ends. We screw this together and tighten it up, this end, we tighten up this end, and here we are. You have an installation. Turn the water on, check for leaks. You might crank this one more time like that, and you're done. And to sum it up, basically what you have here is you have a structured water unit. Hopefully you have placed this in your water line prior to any extensions out, whether it goes to a garden, to a pool, to a fountain, and to all the outlets within your home. It provides you with comfort, ease, comfort, and that comfort extends to feeling better, soft water, healthy water for you, your animals, and everything down the line, all the way through your home. It makes everything more efficient, everything more in harmony. And this is the key: structured water, harmony, coherence. Okay, so we have assembled the structured water unit internally to the pipe system of your home. Basically, again, if you would have any questions about where it's located, if you want to change something or you perceive an error, we do not provide this along with the unit, but this is a removal tool. You can get one at any store that sells the shark bite connectors. Home Depot is one, also Ace Hardware's, hardware stores in general, all over the United States sell shark bite. Approximately $1.86, if I remember right. This is for a 3/4 inch. Orange in color is for natural pipe thread. If you come across one that's blue, it's for metrics. Okay, so this is a 3/4 inch removal tool for national pipe thread or national pipe. Okay, this removal tool has a kind of space on the back. It would probably work also the same, but I do prefer the flat side, and so I place it over top of the pipe, snap it down, and it comes against the ring that's on the end of the shark bite connector. So what you do is basically place your hand so that you can grip the union and pull your fingers down against the shark bite connector. Grasp the pipe with the copper pipe or PEX with your other hand. You pull this in and pull this out. There you go. There's the pipe on that side. Okay, and again on this side. Removing the other side, we snap the removal tool down over the pipe. We pull back on the collar and pull the pipe out. And I know the reason why this one is easier to pull out than this one, because when I feel the edge, and one of the things on the installation that shark bite is going to tell you is when you cut this pipe, that you take a piece of fine sandpaper and you sand down the very edge of the cut, because it leaves a little rough edge. With that rough edge on there, it's not that it won't go into the shark bite connector. It just makes it a little bit more difficult to come out. This one is smoother. This is a commercial cut on this pipe. So there you go. When you have the unit out, again, that's it. Okay, so we're going to demonstrate this one more time. This is the shark bite connector. There's a little plastic tube that's on the inside here, and basically what that's for is to, when you use plastic line has a tendency to give in certain conditions. This plastic tube is to ensure the integrity of the pipe itself, that it stays firm and stays firm against, and you probably can't see it, but there are teeth on the inside of the unit, and we would have to remove the plastic insert for you to actually see them. But those teeth are the ones that come down against the copper pipe to ensure that it cannot ever come out or ever leak. There is a O-ring further on down in the bottom of the pipe, and it maintains the integrity of the water pressure, so that it's kind of like the O-ring on the inside of the union. When the pipe comes down against that O-ring, it maintains a constant integrity of the water running through the unit. There's no way that you can pull that apart without releasing the teeth inside of the shark bite connector. So there we go. Alright, if you're going to move and you have this unit already installed in your pipeline, basically we do provide a bypass unit that contains the shark bite connectors and unions. First off, you turn off the water, okay? And you drain a little bit of water so you don't have, so when you unscrew these, you don't get a spray of water in the face. You unscrew the shark bite connectors, and these again are in line. They are attached to your existing water line. You remove the unit, set it aside, okay? And we provide a bypass unit, which is straight pipe with the shark bite connectors. What you do is this unit will come with the shark bite connectors disconnected. Then you have a bypass unit. You can see straight through it. You can see me, you can see the wall. You see straight into this pipe. This is just to accommodate the same water line. This is plastic, however. And so what you will do is, since this is removed, you come back in here and you place this in between where the where the structured water unit was, and tighten down the nut. I've installed the bypass unit into the existing water line using the existing shark bite connectors and half the unions, screwing it together and tightening it down. And you pressure check, make sure you have no leaks. When you're done with this, you're done, and then you take your original unit, take the shark bite connector and the half a union that came with your bypass unit, and screw them back onto the original unit, onto both ends. Screw that one back on and this one back on, and now you have a complete unit that you can take with you wherever you go. If you're moving or you're just leaving your home and you didn't want to leave your structured water unit with the new tenants, then this is the way to do it. It allows you to have a complete unit to install in any apartment, any home, any mobile home, anywhere that you go. To use it as a garden unit, you can use it, and you can even put a funnel on the end and use it as a portable. So here you go. This is a way to move you and your unit comfortably and safely. So the next tenants that come along, they will have their water line complete. There'll be nothing else for them to do. We could put a label on here and tell them where to get a replacement for the straight pipe that they have, but that's okay.
Beautiful.